was Richard Feynman. He just asked, why can't we simulate nature quantum mechanically? Like he just basically said the best way to simulate nature is because quantum physics is like the most accurate description of reality. Like it's the most accurate. Like there's nothing more accurate than quantum physics.
Interesting.
There's nothing more accurate. Like when we discovered, like we practically did not know anything before quantum physics came. We did not know anything about the electron. We did not know anything about how the what
Okay,
was more
duality
fundamental.
of all this.
Exactly.
So
What,
that was
what
basically quantum.
yeah, what was more fundamental than protons? You understand? Like we thought protons were like proton, neutron, and this thing were fundamental. But when quantum was when we now knew that oh, there are quarks, and then inside that quarks now there are different families of quarks, basically, and other more
So
crazy
there's no
things.
fundamental.
There's no fundamental.
So the more you
The
go
fundamental is
deeper,
supposed
the
to
more you
be
discover new
the
things.
fundamental is supposed to be string theory, but it's not. Yeah, that one is more crazy, sir. More crazy, but it's still under research.
Because the more you go deeper, the more things become bigger.
Yeah, the more things become.
Like as you think it's
Mm,
small, but if you go, you see it's big.
you see that companies that make up
The make
that
up that
part.
company,
Yeah,
the
then you
make
go
up and that
a couple
company
there.
and company and company.
But string theory is trying to
Before you
get.
know,
But
you're
string
in
theory is trying
Ant-Man
to.
Quantumania, be Ant-Man. Remember Ant-Man
Yeah, yeah.
Quantumania?
Well,
So,
actually, in quantum, like if you go below what they call Planck length, if you go below Planck length, you create a black hole. Like there's the amount of time you go that you create a black hole, you destroy everything. Planck length is like the basic fundamental of reality. Like you cannot go beyond this level, basically.
is it the height of something? The length of something?
Like it's this tiniest length that you can never go. Just like the diminishing return.
So the more you
Yeah,
diminish,
you know diminishing return now, law of
the
diminishing return.
likely that you,
Do you know the law of diminishing return?
I keep forgetting.
Just
As more you are spending, the more the
yeah, like
demand.
exactly.
It's like a cycle now.
Just for
Yes.
example, now if you're cooking pot of soup, the more ingredients you put in that soup, the more bitter. Like you get to a point, like you get to a point where if you add any more ingredients in that soup's gonna get bitter. Normally, ingredients also make the soup sweeter, but we get to that threshold that if you add any more ingredients,
Become
it's going to
much.
become too much. So that's the law of diminishing return. That is
I think
exactly the
that
same thing
makes
happens in
sense.
quantum physics.
So now back to our
Yeah,
quantum risk and stuff.
yeah.
So you were saying something in your introduction that quantum risk because everything we're
Mm,
doing basically now is based on
mm,
cryptography and stuffs. So
mm.
and everybody know that the blockchain is basically cryptography.
Yeah,
That will
basically,
make the blockchain strong. So
that's what entirely make
so
make the
let's use
blockchain.
so can you give us like the one you mentioned earlier, EC elliptic
Called
of
cryptography.
cryptography, the one that Bitcoin is using. So
Yeah,
can you like
explain it. Oh,
why does it looks like why does it matter to Bitcoin itself?
okay, so that's a very interesting question.
Why does it matter? Like what makes it
So first of all, I want to just talk about the concept of encryption. So encryption is basically like okay, encryption is basically once you encrypt a data, you practically make that data inaccessible to another person.
okay?
That different type of encryption, but the one that matters to us is public key encryption. Public key encryption is that's what basically what ECC is. If you encrypt this data now, unless the person has the private key, the
Okay.
key to decrypt that data, that's when that data can be accessible. Anybody that does not have the private key cannot
Cannot decrypt
decrypt
it.
that data. But now, this is the problem now. You can actually decrypt that data, but it's going to take you millions of years to be able to generate that private key to decrypt that data. Take a
Exactly.
very long period of time. Why? Because this data now, this encryption scheme is basically like the backbone is just basically two things. Either is factoring or discrete log. So okay, I think public key uses factoring. You understand? Like the private key is like a factor of how it works now, or the public key, that
Okay.
factor. So now a quantum computer now can solve that factoring problem. Instead of doing it under 1 million years, now it's going to do it
Hours.
under hours. You see how powerful the computer is. So basically, that's why ECC is at risk to a quantum computer. As ECC, RSA, Diffie-Hellman, all those cryptography schemes, the quantum computer because their backbone is basically discrete log and factoring, which is like piece of cake to a quantum computer. It's piece of cake. So, but there are other problems that are not pieces of cake to quantum computers.
Okay,
You know,
descript, I be decrypt.
discrete log,
Discrete.
discrete,
Okay.
discrete log,
Discrete.
discrete log problem.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Okay.
So the other problems are not feasible to a quantum computer. That is what we're trying to migrate our cryptography schemes to. For example, we have
Okay.
lattice based.
Okay, those ones are all vulnerable.
Those ones don't use factoring and discrete log. Those ones use um they use species. They use I've forgotten what they use. It's just more, very technical. They have lattice based, they have isogeny, they have hash based, other cryptography schemes basically. That's safer.
So let's say, like you said, to make a quantum computer to break the cryptography, the idea behind it is just that to break the cryptography of blockchains that we have today, you just have to understand factoring and discrete log. They
Yeah.
are based on factoring and
And discrete
discrete
log,
log.
yeah, our cryptography. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But quantum computers are built solely to break discrete log and
Factoring. They
factoring.
can, yeah.
Exactly. So now, let's say, how about let's use analogies like pi now that goes on forever. I'd say
Okay.
now it has been still be counting. Like I heard someone that
Yeah.
it's still be counting.
Yeah,
Till now.
pi is an it's
So does
infinity.
it? Let's say the quantum computer is meant to make the end of pi,
Make
like get the end number of pi.
uh
Is it possible to get that?
no pi on its own is the number that runs to infinity. Pi is basically the circumference of a circle divided by the diameter. That's and that is just it's just one nature give us. Like
Okay, so
pi
there's
is very
no,
strange.
it's not possible to have the end of pi.
It's not possible. It's more definition like it's not
So, but
possible.
you just said something now that it's just like as if pi is following something like how string theory works now.
I feel like you misunderstood my point. This is what I'm telling you now. There's a mathematical function that once you apply this function now to this number, the number like it becomes encrypted. You understand?
I know.
Except you have that function. You understand? Except you have that function, you cannot decrypt this number. You understand? That function is like the
Even
private
though you
key.
have the function,
Yeah. Do you understand
like
what
what I understand from cryptography, because
Yeah.
I read a lot, I read too.
Mm,
Cryptography, let's use the asymmetric cryptography that Bitcoin is using and
mm,
blockchains today. That is
mm,
public key cryptography.
mm,
There are two keys,
yeah.
the public and the private key.
Mm,
The private key,
mm,
the public key is used to encrypt the message,
okay.
while the private key is to decrypt the message.
Okay.
I visit the other way around.
When you get the public key from the private key. You know.
No, you get the private key
No, you get you mix you mix the private key with one additional stuff to get the
to
public
get the
key.
public key.
Yeah.
I mean, to get the public key from the private key
Yeah,
now.
that's what I said.
That, is that what you said?
Yeah. That's what I
Why
said.
did I say
I
that?
say you get the public key on private key.
From the private key.
Yeah.
So now,
But you cannot go the other way around.
you cannot get it the other way around
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because even though you have the function is open. The
Okay,
function
yeah,
for every
yeah.
blockchain is open.
Okay.
Everybody knows the function. Everyone knows the function for the cryptography of each blockchain.
Yeah, yeah,
But forward is possible. Backward is not possible. I mean, getting the public key is possible. But getting the private key from that public key
yeah. It's not possible.
is possible, is feasible.
But
It's just
it's
infeasible because of it
yeah, a
takes
long period of time.
millions of years.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now,
So the quantum computer can do that very, very fast.
and the don't computer job is to make that time minimal.
Yeah, that's the baseline of Shaw's algorithm.
Exactly. But if it was
Uh,
a lattice based cryptography,
other quantum safe cryptography schemes.
cryptography schemes, let's just try lattice based because that's
Yeah,
the idea you give us.
yeah, yeah,
Example you give us. It will not be feasible because
yeah.
they are not based on quad factoring and discrete
It's
law.
not a mathematical problem. It's not a physics problem.
Okay, they don't use mathematics to get it.
Maybe I'm saying something. Maybe I'm a bit wrong, but it's now the problem is now basically more harder.
Then maybe they
Basically,
are not using numbers, they are using physical properties.
yeah. There isn't like I know it's not like numbers. It's more like species and like
Right.
lattice base is basically I did a little bit of research on it, but it's basically how you like how you match spaces together. It's not
Now,
normal.
the physical
Yeah,
properties.
it's very very interesting. But I didn't do research.
That's nice. That's nice. So it does not have the weakness of numbers,
Mm,
because numbers are weak
yeah.
to the quantum computers. So let's move on. So
Mm,
there's something about um I better best. Yeah, would you be harvest now decrypt later
okay. Yeah,
risk?
you asked me now. I'll answer you.
It no even really how I want to connect. I was waiting for you to talk it here, so I connect and there's no way I can
You
connect
just
it here.
ask what is harvest and defibrillator. Harvest and defibrillator. You don't know what harvest and defibrillator is.
Like somebody have done it already,
You're
is
going to
now.
put this in live like that. I'm not editing it.
You go cut all this part oh.
No, 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 no need.
Holy fuck.
I don't need now. So let me explain harvest and defibrillator.
Uh-huh.
I'm just basically teaching you. I'm not like you understand. It should just be free. I'm not basically teaching you. So now people misunderstand like people misunderstand something in blockchain space.
Okay.
Like they misunderstand that okay, they're like since a quantum computer is not here, why are we rushing to migrate to post-quantum cryptography? I mean, let's wait till when it's closer, because that 2030 is not a vetted date. It's not like this when it can be later. It can be 2035. It can be 2040.
Can won't be earlier.
It can be earlier too, based on based on competition. You know how competition works and stuff. So
And the need for evolution.
exactly. But the thing now is that hackers are already harvesting public keys now that they'll decrypt later. That's just basically what harvest now decrypt later means. Like they're already harvesting public keys now. They're already like getting your public key. For example, now if you should make a transaction on Bitcoin, your public key is already visible. You understand? So they're already gathering all those public key. So immediately economic that comes like this, poof, they'll do the deciphering. So you just imagine how many public keys are already at risk. So the problem is that we now need that's why we need to migrate early before economic that
Before we
comes.
quantum computer.
That's basically that harvest now decrypt later
So
risk.
evade the convert now and
Decrypt
decrypt
later
later
risk.
risk.
That's just basically it.
That's actually it's not nice now. Because some people are already ready.
Some people are just waiting.
They already create the functions, the app, the code that will just
Poof.
input once.
Yeah, ASAP.
It's never going to just decrypt, just debit once.
It's just like it's insane because that same code is
But the
basically
problem now is
uh,
actually stupid because once they move the money, they
uh,
are going to move it to a Bitcoin address now.
I feel like that's an economics problem per se.
Because they're
But
just like stealing the money to be stolen from another person. Like they are stealing the money
uh,
that they cannot use. Because once the
no,
quantum threat comes, like the quantum computer actually comes,
uh,
Bitcoin will become useless now. Because as you steal the Bitcoin, well, it's just like let's use the ideology of what happened during
the
Fox,
yeah
or
yeah
let's use this hard Fox system. When Bitcoin first came outside, no, even let's use Ethereum Classic and the
okay
Ethereum Classic and the original Ethereum or the later Ethereum, the
okay
one that is still using proof of work and the one that is using proof of stake. Ethereum underwent a hard fork.
yeah
Now,
yeah
at that point, they did a code because of something happened about governance. Someone stole and because he found a leak in the code and boycotted a governance token of close to 160. It's millions of dollars actually. So now, at that point, because of that hard fork, the coins became useless because they actually like reset the code so that that transaction never happened. Something like I forgot how they actually explained it, but still yet the chain continued.
okay
The previous chain continued,
okay
and the new chain continued from like branched out and started.
okay
So now,
uh,
at that case now, Ethereum Classic and Ethereum Proof of Stake, I mean Ethereum and Ethereum Classic have equal value, but because of one was much more recognized at that point, a price continued. This one price began to go low, just like in Bitcoin Cash case and Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash price is going down. Bitcoin Cash is still tradable. It's still at least I think it's
but
about
it's like evaluation is very low.
like $100 or something dollars or something like that.
Market cap, what's market cap?
I don't remember, but it's still around that how Litecoin is.
Okay
Bitcoin is about $84. But I'm just saying something.
yeah
So now, let's say you did the harvest now, the crypto shit. Like you're like, okay, I'm going to take your coins. I'm already ready to take your coins. The only way that is going to be like good is that as you're taking the coins, you are collecting, instead of collecting that coins, instead of collecting Bitcoin, you're actually collecting money. You're actually
So
collecting.
I think I have an answer to your question. So first of all, I feel like you're contradicting yourself a little bit. So first of all, those those chains now, like what you're basically explaining now, they migrated, they did that stuff because of it's a huge amount of money. I mean, do you think they will switch up a chain because of they stole your money? You understand? So it's like you understand, it does not mean they have to steal. First of all, it does not mean they have to steal the Bitcoin, Satoshi's Bitcoin supply. They can literally steal your own. They can literally
Actually,
steal,
but you understand that
just like basically hacking your wallet.
in Bitcoin,
Uh,
it's very possible to refund the transaction.
to
Refund the transaction. Like,
refund, like let me say, if
reverse.
I get
Like, I've
your
already,
private key,
somebody
uh,
took money from my account.
uh,
I can reverse the transaction.
you
It's possible to reverse the transaction.
how from the chain when the chain has already
If you have, because the miner,
uh,
although Bitcoin is just basically powered by the miners.
yes, yes, yes.
So if you have a direct link to your, you know the miner that mined your Bitcoin in the chain, the block, you can actually take out the
No,
transaction.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's possible.
Once a miner does not have access to the whole blockchain, I feel like the miner has
A miner has
no.
access to
Once
his
the
own chain that is creating.
once that block is added to the blockchain, once that block gone
I
is
hope
added
you
to
understand now that
the
we don't actually have one blockchain in Bitcoin.
okay, explain. Yeah,
The
this one.
blockchain that you're seeing on mempool is the one mempool is monitoring. Like, chains are added by miners. Not every miner that mines it. Like, if you look at mempool now, you see, when you look at the infos of
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
block,
yeah. You know
you
the
see
miners.
who mined the
Yeah,
block.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Those people now,
yeah.
the same way that they think that they mined the block, that's the way another miner thought he has mined the block. So at the ending, what at the end of a, I mean, I don't know that there's a time lapse for that. I don't know that it's a day or something. The one with the longest chain is regarded as the main chain. That's why Bitcoin is based on the longest chain. That is who is the real miner. So if I collect my block is filled now, and I've added another block. Like, because what is the difference between two people, two miners, is the speed at which you get the nonce.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The nonce.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The speed at which you get the nonce. So if I get my nonce before this guy, he too can get the same nonce too. Add the block to himself, say he has mined the block. Get the reward safe. Understand? Because a miner is the one giving himself reward. It's in the code. You write it. You win. You write it that is the first transaction in that block.
Okay.
Bitcoin reward. Then let's say we're still in the time of the 50 BTC. That's the first transaction. Then you start putting putting transactions like numbers and lining them, hashing them. Once you hash them, you put the nonce. Let me finish.
Okay.
Put the nonce. You have mined your block because you got your nonce.
Yeah.
If you can put another block in front of your block before that one, before another person that thought he has mined, between you and that person, well, even though the person got the nonce now, before you, then you got it after the person, but you were able to get the next block before that person loses the work that he's doing because your block is longer. You understand?
Okay.
So that thing can continue. Like, you get two, I have three, I have four, I have five, I have six, I have seven, because miners are just connected. They are connected to their own nodes. You now, the reason why you can send back Bitcoin transaction because you are connected to a miner. Now you understand? You are connected to one miner. Not that you are connected to all the miners. So you are just sending message to that miner. That miner just take your transaction, put inside the block. You understand? So the person that actually mines your Bitcoin is one miner. It's making it confusing.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm confused, but
Because I'm just wanting to let you know that if you can, before the miner validates a block, let's say the block is already at, that's why Bitcoin has what? 6 blocks confirmation. That's how long, exactly, that's how long. If you can have 6 blocks before any other people, Your block is the real chain.
But there's one chain in particular where it
There's
gets.
no one. Every miner has his own chain he's following. So you now, as a miner,
Once your block completes 6 minutes, where does the block go? So,
is a mempool. Like as a miner now, you have access to the miners you are connected to. No miner is connected to all the miners. It's a distributed network, not a decentralized. It's a decentralized network. Not the I forget the English way they put that. Because it's as if you are not connected to everybody, but everybody is connected.
okay, I feel like we're going out of focus.
But I just want to let you know that
Yeah.
at that point now that
Uh,
the case happened, that quantum computer actually happened at 5 o'clock today. It's a quantum computer that is accessible to everybody. The critical keys you can decrypt. The stupidity, as you always say now, the conformation. Conformation. There's one English used to call it now. The conjecture. Conjecture is that you decrypting another man's private key, another man's public key, is to get bitcoins. That at that point are useless because nobody wants to buy bitcoin from you when they just heard that if you have someone's private key, somebody's public key, you can actually access his bitcoin. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand you,
But
but
the only time that is feasible is when at that time that you are actually taking the bitcoin from the person. You have an underlying code or an underlying exchange that would transfer it straight as quantum resistant coins or cash. Because you stealing bitcoin, you're just duping yourself. Like you're just taking what the person lost and you're vulnerable to another person to take from you.
I feel like those hackers know how
to prevent other people from taking bitcoin from them.
they know how to move money basically. When you have a quantum computer, you know how to move
To
money.
move bitcoin.
Yeah,
Because
that's how
bitcoin
that's
is
how
a
hackers.
medium of exchange. You have to bring bitcoin to get cash, Abi. Then I'm not trying to tell you now that I don't know that I'm dumb or I don't understand what I'm saying. Like you are with bitcoins, but at this point in time, bitcoins is useless.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like I don't understand whether you understand myself. I'm telling like
You know what? We know what we're saying. This is about.
Can you contact your miner? Let me say if I get your private key now.
If you have direct connection with your
Hey,
miner,
okay, but here so you like the hackers don't need to like you know like every the people that make everyday transactions are at risk. Like they don't need to target the people that have. I mean, if you have connection with your miner, you're a big person now. Miners are big organizations that are big establishments.
Exactly.
I'm telling you that you as a person now, you that maybe you don't have up to 10,000 Bitcoin, you don't have to $10,000 or stuff like that.
okay, it's not us that will be attacked by harvest.
You guys will be attacked. You guys will be attacked. They don't need to they don't need to attack people that is going to break down the chain.
That's not what I'm saying. You're changing. You are going off point. Now you're trying to say now that as I am now, contacting miners is not the issue.
Okay.
The issue now is that the fact that you are stealing something that is useless at that point.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't like a quantum computer does not need to be like. If I have a quantum computer now, let me say if I have a quantum computer now,
exactly.
as an individual, nobody has it. Nobody has it. Let me say China has a quantum computer. They can before the news gets out, they can be hacking. You can see someone hack. Okay, this exchange got hacked. You don't know that it's a quantum computer. Nobody knows if it's a quantum because nobody has it. Only me that has it.
Exactly.
So that's what I mean.
Okay.
So I can just be stealing and be getting it like I can just be stealing. You don't need to know, but you don't need to know
okay,
the quantum computer is there already.
Exactly. So you're trying to tell me now that when a quantum computer is finally actually
nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
The hacks will just be happening. Nobody will know.
Then I'm not asking. In a situation whereby what caused the transaction to be like, because the thing about Bitcoin is that even though it was quantum hacked, the coins will have to go somewhere now. It's on the chain. If we use quantum,
that's what I'm telling you.
We use quantum to block. Can you hide it with quantum?
Hide what again?
Hide your transactions.
You know, like just for example, now let me say if I have a quantum computer now, your private key now, the key that you're supposed to use to sign the transaction, your signature.
You will be the one. It's just as if I'm the one sending it.
It's just be as if you are the one.
Then
so it's like how you process the transaction, how you sell it to your exchange.
Exactly.
Nobody knows that a quantum computer is already there.
Then Anna said, you saying that it's as if I'm sending the money. Now, in a situation whereby it will just be like as if someone has my private key or my recovery phrase and is sending my money out of my wallet. So that means at that point, nobody would believe that it's quantum computers. Just as if it just look as if it's an average.
you just look at it, it's not North Korea that just how those North Korea hackers that just hacked your
Exactly.
account. So you just
So
they know how they
it
move
could
money.
even be here, safe.
Exactly, it could even be
But
already.
it's on the shade of, the mask of being.
Yeah, nobody knows if it's already here.
I'm
Basically.
not
So
saying
let's
now that.
go to the next question. Time. Just don't make this too long.
So I get it now. So that means,
Uh,
well, actually, there's no way that people will know.
yeah,
People will know that it's a quantum threat
yeah,
unless
yeah,
it's
exactly,
actually announced that I used a quantum computer to do it.
exactly.
Yeah, I think we should move on. We don't have any time to do it. So next, I think question is supposed to be about the. We're
Uh,
almost done actually.
mm, is there another question?
So based on progress, like how would you say
Uh,
we're close to the
a
quantum
cryptographically relevant quantum computer.
risk? Like
Okay,
based on how much hardware or software that we have in
okay,
place,
that's yeah,
based on machines that are in place, what would you
that's
say?
a very good question. So basically, the threat gone is just
Gone
basically
gone.
the threat gone. I can speak anything. You can speak anything you want to speak.
What the fuck?
The threat is just
Basically,
basically a cryptographically relevant quantum computer. You understand? And that cryptographically relevant quantum computer is measured with qubits. It's measured with how many bits of information you can process. Qubits
okay.
is just basically the information that a quantum computer can process. You understand? So now, basically, 100,000. It doesn't need to be 100,000 logical qubits, or qubits are basically divided into two. There's physical qubits and there's logical qubits.
Okay.
If a physical qubit is just basically a normal qubit is in retrospect to bits. Qubit just means quantum bits. Just to clarify some things, qubit just means quantum bits. You understand? So now there's physical qubits are just natural qubits, but then this physical qubit needs to be error corrected to be like they need to undergo what they call error correction
Okay.
for them to be able to like work properly.
Okay.
And those error corrected qubits now we call them logical qubits. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Those error corrected qubits we call them logical qubits.
Okay.
So we just need like 1,000 logical qubits to
So I
get
just
a cryptographically relevant quantum computer
so we're 1,000 qubits,
away
logical qubits away from.
breaking Bitcoin.
So as of, let's say
Now we just have
as of
uh,
two of, let's use 5 years ago, or no, let's use 2 years ago. How
uh,
much do we needed? Like at least, let's say that is today we're in 2026. Like
yeah,
at that
yeah.
time, 2024. How much far were we then?
So just to be clear, it's not a fact that it's 1,000 qubits. I don't have the correct data, but just know that we need a certain amount, a certain number
I know
of,
we need,
a
but
certain
there's
number
a
of
rough
logical.
estimate that is out there that people are saying this is how close we are to this.
So yes,
So how
exactly.
much logical qubits do we have?
We have the highest logical qubits we have now is up to like, sorry, we need 100,000 to break
100,000.
100,000 logical
How
qubits
much are we
by
now?
like 1,000, I think. Yeah.
Like about
IBM has like
1,000
1,000 logical
logical
qubits.
qubits on
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
That's too far now.
No,
Like that's
like
around
that is what they call
99,000.
is what they call Moore's law. Like last year now, IBM had 100 and something.
Okay,
You understand?
okay.
It
The time
increases
to get more
exponential.
is getting shorter and
Exactly,
shorter.
it's exponential.
Okay,
It's
I
an
think I
exponential growth
understand.
of coherence. They call it coherence. You understand? It doesn't mean that like
It's not a linear curve
exactly.
because of how fast
Yeah.
the waiting
The
the knowledge you used to get this one,
exactly.
it has become less for the next
Exactly.
one.
Like for example, now before normally it was it was last like let's say is it last week or last 2 weeks? I think last week or last 2 weeks it was around 1 million we needed. So
Okay,
like there's the people that came out last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. I don't know the correct time.
okay,
The people was like, okay, they just made an error correcting scheme that can fast forward. Instead of 1 million qubits, we need to break down RSA 248. We
okay,
just need 100,000. I'm talking about RSA. I'm not talking about ECC.
okay.
So we just need 100,000. So it's just because the progress just needs to come from error correction. People find a way to better our error correction schemes. You understand? You
So
get
become
more.
closer
You get
and
more logical
closer.
qubits basically
I
to
think we should.
do the
I
factoring.
understand.
So
So
most companies are
the
projecting
more we
2030.
exactly.
Yeah.
So by the time it gets before then,
Yeah.
based on how things are going
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Based on
That's how
that
close it's
graph.
becoming.
Yeah, exactly.
So by next year, time can
You
even
can
come
even you can
closer.
just get like next year, you might just get like 50,000 already,
That's amazing.
or you might just get so it's a
I think
exponential
so.
curve. Yeah.
Now that means because we were arguing before we
Mm,
the about how
mm,
quantum threats and
mm.
so now the ideology now is that okay, Jesus, manager. I said manager.
Uh,
Manager the chat room.
uh, okay.